Welcome back to Sportsbook Review videos. After splitting a pair of NBA picks last night, once again here, let's see if we can jump back on the winning streak here for the weekend. A ton of good games on for you, especially a couple early games here tonight. We'll start off with a 5 o'clock Eastern start here. The Atlanta Hawks and the Chicago Bulls, where the Hawks come in as a 2-point favorite at Phillips Arena, total of 208 points. Now, Bulls have been absolutely riding a huge hot streak recently, winners of 6 in a row, 4-2 against the spread during that stretch, averaging 108 points per game during those 6 games. And I think they're going to parlay that into another victory here tonight. Surprises me to see them as underdogs against a Hawks team that, while good, is definitely not as good as they were last season. And these two teams yet to play one another this season, but Hawks only 8-10-1 against the spread when playing at home this season. I don't think they're going to have any answer for Jimmy Butler, who has been completely carrying the Bulls along with the other starters here. All 5 Bulls starters in double figures, I believe, for the last 2 games. So Hawks going to have a very hard time picking which Chicago Bull to stop in this game. And these two teams, of course, even though they haven't played one another this season, completely different from where they were last season. The Bulls are much better on offense. The Hawks are a lot less imposing defensively. Hawks are also 2-4-1 against the spread in their last 7 home games. So I'm going to take the Bulls here with the points at +2. Next up is the Brooklyn Nets and the Detroit Pistons. The Pistons come in as an 11.5-point favorite in this one, total of 195.5. Now, really can't trust either one of these two teams on against the spread. However, with the way the Brooklyn Nets have been playing recently here, I think the under is a pretty good play. The sportsbooks, I think, overvaluing the fact that the Pistons are pretty good at home on offense in this one, despite the fact that the Nets have not scored 80 points in their last 2 games. I think under 195.5 is a very, very good bet between these two clubs. Coming off the back-to-back this season, the Nets are 4-2, cashing the under. Of course, the Pistons coming into tonight's game as a very highly ranked team in defensive efficiency, but neither one of these two teams very good on offense. Two teams both rank in the bottom third of the league in offensive efficiency this season. And the Nets are 11-6 cashing the under on the road this year, averaging only about 96 points per game. And like I mentioned, they've been in the 70s the last 2 games here. So coming off the back-to-back, Brooklyn going to have a lot of problems, I think, scoring the basketball against a pretty good defensive team in Detroit. I'm going to go under 195.5 of this one. Those are your NBA picks of the day. Make sure you check out my play as well on the Wizards and the Magic tonight. But until then, for Sportsbook Review, I'm Jordan Sharp.